Hello, hello. So I'm going to catch up on some news. I don't know if a lot of things happened or not, but well, I haven't checked every day. That is, I saved a few. So yeah, man, let's check it out. First one, criminal fire on the vehicle, but not in Montreal. So that's a kind of a rare one. We know this not going to be related to the Montreal storylines, but in Sainte Foy, vehicle set on fire in a parking lot. And I think this trend is catching on, and it's not going to be someone banged my girlfriend type of scenario. Not in Quebec. So you know what this is probably going to be about. You just got to ask yourself what story is behind this one, if it's related to the BFM stuff. So I don't see anything more. I don't think we can catch from this. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of pictures, huh, for a vehicle fire, man. Tell me it's just the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Wondering why they took so many pictures. But yeah, I don't see any information there. Now, next one. Looks like some young man was found charred, burned inside a vehicle. He was finished. Looks like a gang hit. Murder in Lac-Brome. Identity of the victim revealed. So here's a picture of probably the person they're talking about, holding a Moet champagne. Is that it? Champagne? You could tell I don't drink. But yeah, I was never a wine guy. But yeah, so I don't know. It's probably one of those expensive ones. I don't know. You could tell I'm not high income at all. I could never afford any of those, man. But not that I would like to throw money away like that. But it says the man was found carbonized Sunday. So this is the news from Friday the 7th March. So it's been a while on that one. If this is Friday and you're talking about a Sunday, that's like maybe March, I don't know, March 2nd or something. So March 2nd. We are March 15th. It's been a while, man. So they found him in an isolated road inside of the vehicle, and he was charred. So I doubt the car burned itself. The victim is Junior Mukagni Bueli, aged 29, and he was reported disappeared or missing. He was reported missing, guys, is what they're saying. So here you have a picture, but we don't see his vehicle. We just see the cops, and it does look very isolated, as if he was going to meet somebody. When I was young, I knew a guy. He was the bad boy on the block. He was young, man. But one day he got in I'm just sharing because you never know. There's the other possibility. One day he got picked up on the corner of, I think it was Guy Street and St. Catherine. That's the last time he was seen getting inside of a vehicle. It was not his own vehicle, right? They picked him up and he went missing after that. So don't know if it's his own vehicle or not. But if it's not, it would be that scenario right there. But most probably it's his own vehicle. And he was found in this. But let's see if you can say if he had to be killed, man. And I doubt there's no way he's gonna burn himself alive. They don't know where the initial crime was committed. So see, now they're saying they're ignoring where initially it was committed. This almost confirming that he was offed, and then the vehicle was burned, which is the very, very, very likely scenario. See what we got here is he was originally from Congo. He had no criminal background. He liked to play sports combat and football. The police ignore at the moment why someone would want to kill him. Okay, here they say that his mother went on a radio station and she revealed that her son had received recently threats without revealing more about it. Probably because they got to keep it secret for the police investigation so they can, it plays to their advantage not to tell you every detail, especially of how he got offed. What's up, Gagnon Alain? How are you, pal? So they found this guy burning in a vehicle, Alain, in near Lac-Brome, in an isolated road like this, but they're not showing the car's picture. So his mom asked him to turn on the geolocation on his phone. You know, you have that icon you click on and it says turn on location, turn on the location thing, you know, and then you can use Google Map. If you have it turned off, it won't work. His mom was worried, so she advised him to do that. You would think that he did. That's the guy right here. They say that it's beginning on. Remember, he was found dead on Sunday, right? They're saying that it was on Sunday that the signal of his telephone had suddenly cut off. So that means he turned off his cell phone or the battery died. One or the other, on purpose or just the battery died. One or the other, man. But that is highly suspicious that it happens exactly on the day he's about to get off. No? Think about that. But he's going to meet someone, he turned it off himself, or they turned it off. Or the battery died. It's one or the three. What's up, the youth and DJ? So where are we here? I'm trying to see if we get anything else. Yeah, see, they don't want to tell you how he got off. They do not want to say anything. No suspects or anything like that. So it's just something to keep in mind. Probably in the future, if we get an answer to this, it'll be interesting. All right, next story. Important operation in Quebec. 5 arrests and 9 searches. So let me just know. It's 14th March. This one is I don't know if it's updated. It says no. It was launched yesterday on the 14th. So yesterday, we're from Vincent the Goods right there. So there's an important operation that happened on Thursday. 5 people were arrested and important quantities of stupefactors were confiscated. So they arrested 5 suspects. They are 29 to 42 for stupefactor trafficking. That's the home, I guess, they went to. One of them is 8. So they said 29 to 42. Well, 5 of them. Well, they're saying that one of them is 33. And he's going to appear in front of the courthouse. His name is Guillaume Ménard, formerly accused for possession of stupefactors. The question is, yeah, they're doing a investigation and they raided his house. So, all right. The 4 other people were liberated. So I guess they went inside of his house and they snatched up the 5 people. They were there, I guess, and who knows, man? It's not too clear. But they released 4, and they kept him, right? If I read correctly, they were liberated. Oh, no, they will have to appear in front of the court. Oh, okay. All right. Numerous searches. In addition to these arrests, the SPVQ, that's the Quebec City Police. So now we're talking about the red zone, where there's the BFM family fighting the Hells Angels and all the independent allied gangs with them. That's the area. So on top of these arrests, the SPVQ had 9 other search warrants in the sector of Limoilou and Charlebourg. So that's dead in the middle of the red zone right there. You know? So the police seized 150 G's of cane, which is nothing. 3 airsoft tools, I think. And then different stuff used for stupefactor trafficking. I'm guessing scales, maybe, baggies perhaps, things of that nature. 3 vehicles were seized. Now, I don't know how do you translate this exactly. They're saying like I'm not even sure if I know exactly what it means, but maybe it's they say infraction. I don't know if that's even a good translation. Sorry, infraction. Like they were seized by the excuse of being infractionary goods. I guess I'm leaning along the lines of maybe they believe they made these gains illegally, or they bought these with illegal funds, or they're saying that the vehicles were stolen, or that the vehicles were used in commission of a crime. Not too sure. Thank you. The youth says bought with crime money, I guess. Yeah, he can translate this perfectly. So I trust we're gonna lean on his his understanding, it's the final word. Or used to sell. There you go. I'm not too bad with my guesses, man. Oh, man. Close to $2,000 cash were confiscated in this, they say, vast operations. Man, they got almost nothing, or they didn't, they'll be happy to say they got way more than this. They got nothing. But they took those 3 vehicles. Gotta ask yourself, what is this about? Well, they think these guys are dealing stupefiers. They know it. They surveilled them, and they were maybe low-hanging fruit, because look at the results from all this. So there's more people in the bottom, so a lot more searches, and they come up with nothing, right? That's it for this one. Okay, next one. Oh, this one's interesting. Saguenay intensifies its war. Saguenay is the town, right? It's in the north of Quebec City. It's not Quebec City. It's to the north of it, right? So remember, we drew, or we saw the map. I kept showing you the map of the red zone, Quebec City, and I told you that the outer perimeters will be the Saguenay area, and there's a battle. One of the co-leaders of this rebellion, Al Boivin, who's still on the run, who has, I think the cops put $250,000 to get him. I think he's Bolo's number 1 wanted in Canada, or second most wanted, one or the other. Well, his kingdom, if you will, his territory is Saguenay. For those who have been here for a while, you already know. I'm giving it for the other ones who are just coming up, So the cops are intensifying over there. What are they going to give us? Let's see. Thank you, the youth.
Depuis 18 mois, les policiers de la ville de Saguenay ont consacré des milliers d'heures à la guerre que se livrent les groupes criminalisés.
In the last 18 months, they've spent a lot of effort against the organized crime over there.
Juste pour vous donner une idée, un dossier égale des centaines, voire des milliers d'heures de travail.
Just to give you an idea, one case only gives us, I think he said thousands of hours.
Milliers d'heures de travail, voire des milliers d'heures de travail.
Thousands of hours of work
pour nos équipes.
La police juge que la création d'un groupe d'intervention en violence urbaine permettra de garder la pression sur les criminels.
So they created a new team. Simple as that. They created a new unit with the cops dedicated to this.
De façon plus proactive. 9 policiers supplémentaires seront embauchés
They will hire 9 more cops.
Pour remplacer ceux qui seront affectés à la nouvelle unité opérationnelle à compter de la mi-mai.
En crime majeur, en crime initié, ainsi que d'un agent de renseignement. Pour pas le nombre de policiers. Des organisations, en commençant par les petits vendeurs de rue, des organisations et attaquer toutes les sphères.
This is the interesting part.
Des organisations, en commençant par
They will start first off by
les petits vendeurs de rue,
the little street dealers,
les vendeurs à proximité de nos écoles,
the dealers near our schools,
dans les parcs.
in the parks.
Depuis septembre 2023, les policiers ont recensé 68 événements criminels comprenant
I think that since 2023, they've investigated 68 events, criminal events,
tentatives de meurtre, séquestration
which include attempted murder, keeping people hostage,
et enlèvement
kidnapping,
liés au conflit armé, des
tied to the biker war, or the gang versus biker war.
crimes qui ont affecté 6 personnes étrangères au conflit, 80 arrestations opérées, 30
Damn, they got in so far 80 arrests since, I guess he's talking about the 18 months.
armes saisies,
Il y en a beaucoup qu'on a empêché de commettre des crimes.
There are a lot of those who we interrupted from committing crimes
Parce qu'on savait que ces gens-là étaient sur notre territoire
because we knew that those people, they were on our territories
et s'apprêtaient à faire,
and they were just about to get ready to
des choses.
do stuff.
Or, depuis le début de 2025, les policiers constatent une recrudescence de la violence.
Il n'y a pas nécessairement
He's saying that since the beginning of this year, there's a rebound of crime
de dossiers
or violence.
déclencheurs, mais c'est cyclique. On a vu des fois des mois où on avait plus d'accalmie.
It says, but it's cyclical. Some months we have more calmness.
La création de ce groupe d'intervention nécessitera un budget de 3,2 millions de dollars sur 2
So it's going to be an extra $3.2 million for this new initiatives.
ans. 1,3 million pour l'année 2025, puisé à même le surplus budgétaire de la ville, Le reste de la
pour garder
principes sont toujours recherchés.
compréhensible.
Sorry about that. It's just I was expecting more than that.
Dave le Picturmel et Alboivin.
That's Alboivin we talked about earlier.
Sont toujours recherchés. Ils ont tourné le dos.
Max says, I doubt most of what he's saying. They are clueless and understaffed. Yep, like just about everything, bud. The guys are, they want Donald Trump wants to invade Canada, and people are saying, oh, we need to prop up our military. And then the funniest thing in all this is, if you want to apply to the military right now, fill out the application. It might take them 2 years to get back to you. I'm not kidding, man. This is a fact. Nothing works in this country. Everything is all over the place. They're slow for just about any administrative thing, man.
Pour ne plus payer les redevances exigées. Jean ou le TVA Nouveau.
We're going to move on with this. I'm going to just scan with my eyes. Yeah, if it's more stats, we can skip this. Yeah, it's exactly what we just saw in the video. Next one. All right. 26 months for a rapper from Quebec who published a video clip starring the leader of the rebellion, Dave Icepick Turmel. And you remember I showed you this rap video. I actually downloaded it. I uploaded it on this channel. And to my surprise, not to my surprise, in the video they were talking about not snitching and being a good criminal and being gangsters. But guess who reported me to the YouTube? And that person had the choice when they reported me to give me a chance, not to get punished by the authorities, basically, YouTube authorities, that is. And you had the choice to say, forger, just remove the video, Or they had the choice of saying, I want this guy punished by your law system. I want him to get a strike. And guess which they chose? The gangsters chose number 2. And I got a strike on my channel. Yes, those guys. I was doing you guys a publicity, man. I was showing you to the world, But, yeah, anyways. 26 months for a rapper. So David Bouchard Michel, alias Misery. I guess it was him. Yeah, he was same thing. He's on the run. This is the BFM, or they're friends, I guess, Maybe they didn't want to be associated with BFM anymore, Maybe they were so freaking scared that they couldn't think straight, and they wanted... I think the video even disappeared from the internet, Someone was worried about the Hells Angels, targeting and getting their faces and knowing who to go for, I don't blame them, But you could have just gave me that warning. I promise you I would have deleted the video with pleasure. No ill feelings, man. And, that's his right. I believe, you see this in the back right here? That's the guy, I believe, who was arrested earlier last year or late last year. I can't remember anymore, man. That's the right-hand man of Picturmel when he was fat and eating well, They were eating well. This is a video clip from a few years old, I guess. And that's the guy who was arrested in Portugal. He was arrested in Portugal. They believe Icepick Turmel is hiding with them in Portugal. They didn't catch Icepick. They caught him, and they flew him back to Quebec. Remember we covered that story? I believe it's him. And you remember when he came back, dude was ripped. He no longer had that fat. He couldn't eat that well no more, man. Sleepless nights, understandably. But let's see what we got. Okay, so he got arrested, right? What are you saying? I forget what we were reading here. 26 months. He gets 26 months. Why does he get 26 months? Is a case of rap meeting reality, Let's see. There you go. A rapper of Quebec who was in a video clip with Icepick Turmel pled guilty to infractions of trafficking stupefyers. Surprise, surprise. And breaking and entering. Threatening death. He got 26 months of detention. 2 years and 2 months. All right. And he's 40 years old. He was probably in his 35s here. According to the Crown, or prosecutors, text messages seized indicate or demonstrate that Bouchard Michel organized the sale of approximately 30 grams of cane and a couple of tens of units of M&M pills, I guess. Here you have them. And he gets 26 months. Let's see. He also pled guilty for threatening for death threats. He was liberated under conditions on the 9th of February 2024. I think that was around the time that I found that video clip and we shared. So he was liberated around that time for that trafficking stupefier case. He was arrested by the RCMP in British Columbia. Right? Okay, I didn't know that. So he was arrested originally in British Columbia. Note that's not the first BFMer arrested in British Columbia. We had another guy last year. He was caught in British Columbia on the run, and I do recall Bl00d has cases pending in British Columbia where they think he was trafficking stupefiers over there too. Interesting. These guys seem to have a like for a British Columbia. Just could be just coincidence, but he was definitely over there. He brought him back to Quebec, they say. Finally, Misery, the rapper, pled guilty to breaking and entering in a hotel. In August of 2022, he broke into a hotel room where that is one of the stupidest things you could do. He broke into a hotel room and he fired the tool inside of the hotel room. How are you gonna ever get away with that? The rapper was condemned by the judge Julie Roy. Yeah, okay, we got the rest. They're gonna repeat what they saw in the video clip. Yeah, see, 5 years ago was that video clip. My memory's not too bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Sometimes I can remember some stuff. What else we got here? The program bull. Yeah, hey, not too bad either, huh? 250,000 on the Ice Pick's head. So I remember Bl00d was 250,000, wasn't it not? So anyways, he's 250 for sure. Ice Pick. And that's the BFM chain right there. Rubens Denis, considered as his right-hand man, appeared equally in the video. There you go, man. There you go. I told you it looked like him, just a little bit fatter. Man, I'm not too bad, huh? With a small pixel on my screen, I figured that out, man. Crazy. Let's keep going to the next, pal. Well, it was a guess. I wasn't sure. Next. Final story, cut this video as short as possible. But I got more, but I'll do it in a second video. A close friend of Ice Pick Turmel settles his cases or his accounts, it says here. Okay, more BFM news. Nice. We love those. How's everybody doing, by the way? Thank you, DJ. Zachary Mitchell. The Youth. Daniel Gould. Gagnon Alain. Marcel Mathers. What's up, buddy? Mr. J. MRJ. You too, buddy. And the Sheriff. What up, Sheriff? Okay, so getting to this BFM story again. Brian Boutin Craig has admitted his guilt in cases of trafficking stupefiers. I guess he went in front of the court where in which he was accused or co-accused with the leader of the BFM, right? So he had a pending case with Ice Pick. Ice Pick's on the run, right? He's still on the run. But he got caught. He had to face the music, pretty much. And let's look at the picture. Let's analyze here. We got a pickup truck in the back. Can't really confirm it's his or not. If I would have seen rims, I would have been suspicious. You know what I'm talking about, those flashy rims. But here we have the tattoo on the arm. All of them got some form of it. Smoking a cigarette. We're in Quebec. If you grow up here, we're the province of tobacco, of smoking in high schools. And what else do we got? We got a Nike Air here. I'm reaching here, but the Nike Air is in red. I am reaching for sure. Nothing else to concede here until we go down. And then you got more red. You got the shoes, buddy. You got the red shoes. I don't know about you, but completely red like that, I don't know, man. I think that he's making a fashion statement, a gangster fashion statement of being part of the Blood Family Mafia. Huh? What do you think? Am I still reaching there? Let's go down. K6 Real, what's up, buddy? He also has the purse for the tools. Sheriff, nice catch, Nice catch. Yeah, I'm not a fan of purses, At least his purse is black colored, so it's not too bad. It's more manly, But nowadays you got those Gucci purses and then you got people painting their nails. I'm totally not down with that at all. So, he's not a Fruit Loop. He's not fruity. He seems fine. Let's keep going here. Now, Brian Boutin-Craig, described by sources as one of the men or confidants, right-hand men of Dave Ice Pick Solmel for the Blood Family Mafia, pled guilty to accusations of trafficking stupefires. Condemned to almost 4 years of prison, he only has 7 months left to purge because of his... he was already detained, right? And I think when you're already detained, while you're waiting for your outcome, sometimes something like that, they might even count that for times and a half or whatever. You guys know. We always make jokes and laugh about it, but then I can't even remember the legal details. I refuse to remember and study those things, man. I've been studying lots of things in my life, but I'm not going to study the law and all that stuff. Now, in one of the 2 cases that he settled on Wednesday, now this news is the 12th of March, okay? So I'm guessing it's this week. In one of the 2 cases that he settled this week, Wednesday, in the courthouse of Quebec City, Boutin-Craig, similar to his co-accused, two well-known people. My apologies, I'm misunderstanding. In one of these 2 cases, there was 2 other people involved with him. That's what it's saying here. Guess who? Dave Pictzomel and Dave's other right-hand man who was snatched in Portugal. How funny, huh? All these articles are just lining up perfect for us to read. I promise you I didn't prepare. I just saved what I saw and I said, I come here, I'll read it with you. Rubens Denis. These 2 names appeared in that stupefier case. And he's the only... No, now these 2 of the 3 are in trouble for it. They got caught. They're going to face the music. The other one's hiding in Portugal. Now, according to facts exposed to the judge, Steve Magnan, where, when he has to plead guilty, it is established that Brian Boutin-Craig trafficked stupefires and plotted with other individuals for trafficking. The group was notably present in stupefier trafficking business of cane, selling cane, and the M&Ms. Man, what happened to I used to have this. It stopped working. Sorry, man. I need to. It's gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. It's not even working anymore. What the heck? Yeah, some guys ask me, why you use stupefires? You don't know what those things are? You don't know the real word? Yeah, I know, buddy. It's because the more they show up, you get flagged, and now you need to have some human verify your video. You see? And I basically get punished for it. So if it appears just once, I might be able to get away with it. I tested it through time. I've been doing this for at least 2-3 years now, and I've nitpickingly tested these things out one by one to figure out, because they don't tell you why your video gets flagged, by the way. They do not tell you. They keep it vague. So then I had to play with it. I figured it out, You have too many stupefier names, you're going to have to get a manual verification. One you might get away with. Anyways, I don't know why that word should not be there. So, okay, we found communications. We found communications. I guess that means cell phone text messages offering important quantities of stupefires. They got the cell phones. And here you have a picture of Boutin-Craig. Again, shirt has a red color there. I'm no longer reaching, am I? And the chair is red all around in the back. I don't believe in these kinds of coincidences, man. I really I really don't. And you got the sign in front of you confirming it too, right? That is the B here. You know what I'm saying? There you go, doing the sign, proud as F. You know. Let's keep going. 7 months left because he got sentenced to 4. He was already detained. This last one, this guy right here, explained that the cell phones found during these searches. Oh, maybe not him that explained it. Probably the cops here. Yeah, it's the cops or the judge or the lawyer, something like that. It's not him. My apologies. It's not him. So this last one explained that it is the cell phones found during the search warrants that allowed to tie Brian Boutin-Craig to the criminal enterprise. There you go, man. There you go. Text messages. That we kind of figured out. The text messages found by the authorities inside of the devices show hundreds of communications with other individuals who we predict or we see trafficking. Even inside of prisons in certain moments. Now, I'm not sure what they mean by this. They see trafficking, they see these text messages and they see proof of trafficking within the prison, or are they saying that probably that's got it, or they're just saying that they saw some text messages between this guy and people of inside of prison, which mention stupefiers. You know, there's you see that difference there? Kind of hard for me to tell here. The period of the facts reproached to Brian Craig Boutin. So this ordeal, this investigation is in regards to illegal activities between October 2020 to November 2021. Right? In the first case, there's 2 cases against him. One of them is from 2020 to 2021. Good. The other one is from May 2022 to November 2022. So the first one is a pretty long and a pretty large timeline. Well, I mean, when I say large, you know what I'm saying. Compare. This one's a year and a month. The other one is like 6 months. A year and 1 month, the other one's 6 months. I don't know how this works out. Does it mean that they investigated him here? He got out, he got caught, and then they caught him a second. Then they were, of course, watching him like a hawk, and they caught him a second time, or does it just mean they investigate? Nah, it makes no sense. They investigated him this entire time. I'm a little confused there. I'm having brain fog. Probably it makes sense. I'm trying to figure out and I can't. Next one. Now, the delinquent was arrested on the 1st of March 2023 by the police of Lévis. There you go. We got our answers here. We understand. Yeah, it was the second option. They somehow they have proof. Maybe they were watching him the whole time, or maybe just by using the cell phones, they have dates on the text messages, and they know they believed that there was 2 different periods here, but clearly they went after him after. Here it says after. He was actually arrested on the 1st March of 2023 by the police of Lévis, Red Zone, who were describing him as a member of a criminal organization who had him using violence in order to distribute stupefiers. So they got charged for assault, harassment against a 28-year-old. Oh, no. Never mind. My apologies. So the accusation, there's an accusation of harassment and assault, but it was retracted against him. And they say he's 28, by the way. He's 28. Condemned to 45 months in prison. He would only have a couple of months left, remember? His 25 months that he was detained before getting this sentence, gave him a little bit more than 3 years. He was, but he will have a probation, 12 months probation when he gets released. They're saying here, okay. According to numerous sources, Brian Craig Boutin would be a close confidant of gang boss Dave Somel, leader of the Blood Family Mafia. The group is delivering for a couple of years a war against the bikers, the criminalized bikers, because they're tired. They don't want to pay the tax anymore in the region of Quebec. Why should they? Why should anybody live like that? I'm asking. What is? It's like kind of makes sense, and that they don't want to. That they're like, what are we doing here? Why? Who made you God? Why should it be like this? Why don't you pay us? Why is it not the other way around? Why? Why does that make sense? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Now we bully you and you pay us? How would you like that? Does that sound fair? So you can kind of understand here, Can I kind of understand? But they took it too far. Somel was pinched. I know that's not what they actually mean, but they say he was branded. He was branded as the most wanted criminal in the country, Bolo. So yeah, number 1 is him, and I think number 2 is Ice Pick, and probably number 3 is Rabbi Al-Khalil, who's still on the run, who fled from prison in British Columbia. He fled 2 years ago now. Man, that guy, he did it, man. He did the last one to do that successfully and vanish was another Middle Eastern guy, Iranian dude, 23, 24 years ago. From British Columbia too, the irony of all that. They got some, damn, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Let's see. On their side, the bikers would have placed a contract of $500,000 on Somel. Now, I love when we get numbers like this. So that's the valuation right there, like the stock market, the companies, they get price to earnings ratio, and you can compare the PE ratios between different companies to know which one's more expensive, etc. And or in this case, you could see which one's willing to pay more for Ice Pick, public enemy number 1. So the Hells Angels are willing to pay more than your government, twice as more. All right, that's funny to see. So that's the valuation these days. One day one day it'll happen again. Let's hope not. One day it'll happen again. We'll have another character, maybe another storyline if I'm still alive and here with you, and we will only have one of these 2 numbers. We'll just have one of these 2 numbers. So and you'll be able to trust me when I tell you that the fair value on the bounty on this guy's head is whatever number it is, as long as I have the government's price, or as long as the right vice versa, I have the street gangs value. I could tell you what the government's price is, pal. As long as they're number 1 or number 2 on the Bolo list, it will be pretty fair assessment. Next one, continuing here. Oh, more pictures here. That's the same dude earlier, still wearing red under his shirt. And that's Rubens, also wearing red and also doing the sign, the religious blood sign right there. And with a red in the back here. I don't know what that is. Maybe a sheet or something. But, yeah. See where we going here. Yeah, he was arrested in February 2024. The guy on the right. Remember, he was extradited? Crazy that it's been more than a year now. Amazing. But where is Ice Pick hiding? He's definitely not being caught, no? Even Al-Bovin. Those 2 are not getting caught. How are they doing it, man? Are they using... is there a method to this madness? Is that method employed by Rabbi Al-Khalil too? Because These are the only people who are never getting caught. And they can be on the front page news the entire time and never get caught and keep ordering stuff and not get caught. That's quite a feat. But they got Albovin's girlfriend. You wonder how close he was. She was on the run. Who do you think she was on the run with? She had to be on the run with him. I doubt she wasn't, in my opinion. But she got caught. Now, how close were they to Albovin? How close? Makes you wonder. They were real close, perhaps. But man, your only way out of this is to go to Iran, hide there, hide in North Korea, maybe hide in Mexico, something like that. Or ask Rabbi. Stay in touch with Rabbi. Rabbi give you advice, but Rabbi should not stay in touch with anybody if he wants to never come back here. Because remember, even you can be hiding in another country and your enemies can kill you. You should ask Rabbi that one. How did he get Jimmy Slice? I doubt Jimmy Slice was in Thailand and communicating with him. But they can still get you if you're not hiding completely. If you're going to clubs, acting the fool, like Slice was most definitely, taking pictures, your enemy's gonna get you. They're gonna get the info. Now, these guys, if they never want to get caught, they need to never live a normal life again. It's just, don't make any noise. Stay quiet and ask Rabbi how he's gonna do it. Rabbi's not in Canada. I doubt it, I think he's probably somehow he's doing the same. I think he's a smart guy. Rabbi, he's definitely a smart guy. And he's smart enough to know you don't hide in Canada, you don't hide in the US, you don't hide in France, you don't hide in England. You pick one of those, not in Greece, you have to hide in Iran or Lebanon. Someplace like that, Maybe he went back to Palestine. I doubt it. Who wants to live there anymore? But he's Palestinian, Rabbi, So maybe, man. Maybe. I wonder where that saga is gonna go. And I'm absolutely wondering what's going on with British Columbia right now. What's the storylines over there? Anyhow, videos went a little bit overboard. Anyways, thanks a bunch. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for being here. And shout out to Anthony Serrano and Patrick R. These guys I missed. Chris Inslee also. I think I got everyone now. And of course, everybody else who's silent. The silent bunch. Thank you. Or Pakistan. The youth says he should be hiding in Pakistan. Yeah, maybe in Pakistan. Crazy, man. Yeah. I'm hungry for BC stuff to see where are they now? What's the real story of what's going on over there? What's the real story? Because I got no idea. Thank you very much. Have a great day.